This is Cody. He's almost 3. He was diagnosed with autism when he was 18 months old. Once he was diagnosed, it's kind of like all of your dreams really go out the window, because he became, at least to us as parents, limited in some way. It was really disappointing and depressing, and made me feel like a terrible mom because I felt all those ways. So
my son was born and was diagnosed with Down syndrome 4 days after he was born. And that's a life-changing moment for anybody when you don't expect it. That puts you into a place of being in the wilderness without any direction. You don't know where to go, you don't know where to turn, and you don't have any answers.
You know, when you find out a child has developmental delays and disabilities like that, there's almost a mourning period. It's like, okay, God, what happened? What did we do wrong? What happened here? You have to learn to get past that really quick. You've got a child that's depending on you to do what's right for them. Hey, this is a child that, you know, is here, there's potential. Well, we got to give them every opportunity, and if that means extra work and extra things, then that's what we're going to do.
They asked us if we knew about a place called Brighton, and that is another moment that changed my life, because I didn't know anything about Brighton. I didn't know anything about disabilities, and I didn't know where to turn at that point. And I left the hospital that day with my wife and son still there, and I didn't go home and think about it. I discussed it briefly with my wife, but I left there and I went to Brighton. I walked in the door and I asked for help, and that's how I started with Brighton, was by asking for help.
They determined that he was eligible for services, so that was a really big relief to me, that I was actually doing something. And they are just amazing people. They have been huge resources to me.
I always like to say we got invaded by the Brighton Army, so all of a sudden you've got a case manager, you've got a physical therapist, you've got an occupational therapist, you've got a speech therapist, all coming into your house, because that's one of the wonderful things Brighton does, is it's in the child's natural environment.
Well, it's like anything's possible. You just gotta dream and work at it, and you find your way.